Hi everyone, this is Wantula Nankamba. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about the essential things that you're going to need to pack when coming to China. So today I'm vlogging or filming from my dorm, and this is my setup. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is to buy a good suitcase which is able to withstand breakage because of the long hours, depending on where you're coming from, but because of how they transport our baggage, sometimes it can be broken if the quality of the suitcase is not so good. So just buy a good quality suitcase or high quality suitcase so that you don't have to be inconvenienced, you know, when something breaks. So when it comes to cash, people, I suggest that in as much as they do change currencies at the airport, it can sometimes be hectic if you come from a country where your currency is not so common. So I suggest before you leave your country, you just go to your nearest bank and change whatever money you have to US dollars, because it's easy to change US dollars at the airport or anywhere you go. So my advice is change your currency to US dollars if you don't use US dollars in your country, so that you avoid being inconvenienced. Another thing is the same money that you change into US dollars, put some in your bank account and carry some with you in case of any emergencies. So sometimes your card might not work and sometimes your card might work. So to avoid being inconvenienced, make sure that you carry some cash with you. And before you leave your country, make sure you go to your bank and tell them to authorize international transfers and withdraw so that you don't become inconvenienced once you're in China. Because if they do not authorize that, you cannot withdraw, deposit using your local bank account. So it's very important. So even if they do that, and maybe sometimes you have technical issues, that's why it's going to be so important or essential for you to have some cash on you, just in case of any emergency. So make sure or ensure that you carry some cash with you. Another thing that you're going to need is medicine. So medical checkups are really expensive in China. That includes medicine as well. So to avoid any inconveniences, just make sure that you bring some medicines with you, the ones which you can buy over the counter, or if you need some medicines for maybe you have a condition or something, make sure a doctor prescribes something for you. So when it comes to clothes, I advise that you don't pack so much clothes because buying clothes in China is really cheap. And I've heard that there's this thing of sizes, like some clothes tend to be usually smaller than the usual size. I think it's true, but as for me, because I wear Asian sizes, I've never really had like trouble when it comes to buying clothes. They always come the right size. But just in case, carry enough clothes, but not too much clothes, because clothes are really cheap and you can buy from here. And you need to pack according to the city you're going to, meaning each city has a different weather and depending on the season that you're going to be coming here. So sometimes if you're coming or traveling during winter, you need to pack some winter clothes because it gets really cold. I'm in Dalian. This is a coastal city and it gets really cold here. So when I was coming during spring, I had to carry some warm clothes, but I'm yet to experience winter here, but it's already getting cold and it's only September. So I advise you get something warm during winter or carry something warm during winter, and summer, just, get some summer clothes. So just make sure that you research the city or province you're going to before you pack your clothes. I think that would be the best way to go about it. Another thing is spices. So it's going to take you a while to adapt to the food here, like the taste. It took me like 3 months before I could get used to the taste and, just the food in general. So luckily I carried some spice from home, and when I wasn't cooking, I would buy something which is similar to McDonald's or something, because by then I didn't really like Chinese food. But now I love Chinese food. I enjoy Chinese food. I now love the flavors. But before you get used to all that, you're going to need to come with some spices just in case you don't like the Chinese food here. So make sure you carry something from home. Another thing why I love like carrying, or why I advise you to carry like your own spices, It also reminds you of home. You have like a taste of home, which I love so much. Another thing is electronics. So if you're planning on buying a cell phone, a laptop, anything, those gadgets are really cheap or affordable in China, depending on what brand or model that you want. So I advise that instead of buying from back home, it would be better to like buy from here because they are more affordable compared to the prices back home. So I bought my laptop here and my phone here because they were affordable compared to how the price was back home. So another thing is internet access. So let's talk about apps. Once you are in China, you can access websites like Google, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. They are all blocked. So for you to access those, you're going to need a VPN. So make sure that you download a VPN and it is already installed in your phone. I recommend ExpressVPN, Proton VPN, Thunder VPN. So just download a couple of VPNs to see what works with your phone. That's really essential. It's essential to have a VPN here. And make sure you download a Google Translator or any type of translator because you're going to need that once you're in China, especially if you have zero or minimal Chinese skills. So make sure you install a translator in your phone already before you get here because you're going to need that. Another app that you're going to need to install is WeChat. So WeChat is like the WhatsApp version in China. So China has its own WhatsApp version, TikTok version. They pretty much have their own version of things. That's why you're going to need a VPN to access regular apps like Instagram and WhatsApp, like I mentioned before. So make sure you have all that downloaded and installed in your phone, especially a VPN. Another thing that you shouldn't forget to buy is a universal adapter. Like, I was so inconvenienced when I got here. I thought maybe adapters, I don't know, for some reason I thought it's going to be the same. But so depending on like where you are in the world, adapters differ. And in China they have a specific plug or adapter that they use. So I was unable to charge my laptop. And luckily I had an adapter for my phone. So, I was lucky enough to be able to charge my phones. So make sure you have your phone charger and phone adapter. Yeah. So charger and adapters for your laptop and for your phone. Just make sure you have a universal adapter so that just in case you need to use those, you have them. Another thing that you're going to need is a power bank or a power pack. So in case your phone runs out of power or battery, you're going to need to charge your phone at some point in case you don't charge during your flight. So make sure you have that to avoid being inconvenienced. So just make sure I didn't have a power bank, and luckily my phone never ran out of power because I charged during my flights, and that was good. But don't risk it. I suggest you just buy a power bank because it's really needed. Even after your flight, you're going to need to use it. Documentations. So for the documents, make sure you have a copy of your passport on your phone scanned, have a photocopy of your passport, air ticket, admissions letter, JW, anything. Just photocopy all your school documents, have a copy of that on your phone, and have them hard copies as well. In case your passport gets lost, you're going to have a copy on your phone. Then you can easily call your embassy in case anything goes wrong. And admissions and JWs, you're going to need to show immigration at the airport when you arrive for you to be granted, for you to be cleared for customs and everything. So you're going to need hard copies of that. So make sure you properly secure your documents and everything else concerning documentations. As for the documents, do not put them where you're going to put like your clothes. Have a backpack where you are going to pack those things, because once your baggage is checked in, you won't be able to get it until you reach China at your destination airport. So make sure you put all the important documents in a backpack where you can easily access them. So some airlines accept 20 kg, 2 baggages, and some airlines accept only 1 bag, 23 kg. So depending on which airline you're using, I used Emirates and they accept 23 kg for 2 bags and 10 kg 1 carry-on bag. So meaning I can get 2 suitcases and 1 backpack. So that's what I did. So check your requirements depending on which airline you're going to use. I recommend Emirates, and they're just good. They were really also helpful throughout my journey. So alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, remember to leave a like, subscribe, comment what you would love to see next. And in case you have any questions, you can comment down below and I'll be able to respond if I can. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
I could walk with you for 1,000,000 miles and my feet would not get tired. Where you go